The night before the flight, my brother tossed me a printed itinerary. Your Group B. We board at 11. I woke up at 9. At the gate, a woman looked at my ticket. Sir, this departed 2 hours ago. I called. No one picked up. Then my mom posted. We made it all together. Except I was not. So I opened my app and did this. By sunset, I had 36 missed calls and one screaming voicemail. We're stuck in town. What did you do? My name is Daniel. I'm 30, the oldest, the planner, the one who keeps batteries in a labeled drawer and a small notebook with everyone's shoe size just in case. I fix things for work, IT support at a hospital, and fix things for family by default. If something breaks, it finds me. If a form needs filling, it lands in my inbox at 11:58 p.m. with a "Can you just" attached. My parents raised us on family first. It sounded warm when I was a kid. As an adult, it often means Daniel fixes it. My brother, Leo, is 2 years younger, good at charm, bad at calendars, everyone's favorite since he could smirk. He's the fun one. Mom says, laughing like that's a job title. I'm the reliable one. Reliable pays. We were finally doing a group trip. Florida. Beach house. All four of us. Mom said 100 times. I booked the house months ago, paid the deposit on my card because the owner only takes one payer. Flights were messy, so Leo took over because he knows deals. He tossed around phrases like companion fare and credit from last time. I let him because I was tired. He asked me for my frequent flyer login to link miles. I gave it. He said he'd print the itinerary for me because I like paper. The night before the flight, Leo swung by my apartment with a grin and a stapled packet. Your Group B. We board at 11, he said, flipping the top page like a magician. Set 2 alarms. No Danny time. I felt the small sting in that nickname and let it go. I checked my backpack, did the ritual. Charger, passport, headphones, hoodie. I put the printout on the counter. I set 3 alarms for overkill. I texted the group chat. See you at the gate. Mom sent 6 palm tree emojis. Dad wrote, leave early. Security's a mess. Leo sent a gif of a plane taking off and wrote, we got this. I woke up at 9. I was proud of myself. Showered quick. Coffee to go. At the airport by 9:55. Bag through, shoes on, belt off, belt on. I walked to the gate at 10:25 feeling like a functioning adult. A woman in a navy blazer scanned my paper. She tilted her head, squinted, scanned again. Sir, this departed 2 hours ago. My brain did the cartoon screech. No, my boarding says 10:40. Group B. She pointed at the tiny print. Different date. Different flight number. Your reservation was changed. The 8 a.m. to Tampa already left. I called Leo. Straight to voicemail. I called Mom. Straight to voicemail. I checked our chat. Nothing. Then I opened Instagram without thinking, and there it was, Mom's post. We made it. All together. 3 exclamation points. A photo of Dad with his carry-on, Leo in sunglasses, Mom with a neck pillow. Know me. I stood at the gate with my dumb paper and a knot in my chest that felt old. I looked at the ticket, then at the app icon on my phone. The one with my name on the card, my points, my booking for a beach house they were already calling ours. I opened it with my thumb. I didn't plan anything. I just needed to see the truth on a screen that wasn't lying with palm trees. A text from Mom pinged right then, like a slap and an apology at the same time. Already at the hotel. Signal bad. Then nothing. The picture said, all together. The app said, primary card on file, Daniel M. The gate agent said, sir? The buzzing in my head said, loud and clear, this is not new. It's just louder. I put the paper in the trash. I sat down. I opened the app and looked at every place my name had been used like a handle. If you want to understand that morning, you have to understand the months that built it and the years that taught me what my family means by help. It started small. Senior year, Leo forgot to submit his FAFSA. Mom called me at 12:12 a.m., whispering like a spy in a sitcom. Can you jump on and do it? I did. When his first apartment stalled because he lost a pay stub, I wrote a letter, scanned it, pretended to be his HR contact. When he quit a job after 3 weeks because the manager was negative, Dad called me and said, be a leader. Spot him rent. I sent $450. When the family phone plan got messy, I took it over. It made sense at first. 1 login, 1 bill, clean. Then Leo started using payment plan extensions like coupons. The late fees were family emergencies. My card kept absorbing tiny hits. The trip was supposed to be a reset. Mom turned 60. She wanted a week where nobody fought and everybody did a puzzle at night with music from Dad's youth. I did the email with options. Leo wrote, too pricey. I found a cheaper house. Dad wrote, too far from water. I found one with beach access in 9 points font. Mom wrote, perfect. You're a genius. I paid the deposit, $1,250 on my card. We'll sell you in pieces, Mom said. The pieces never arrived. Can you just carry it to check in? She asked. It's simpler. Flights were the point where Leo raised his hand. He loves the move where he volunteers loudly and disappears during the hard part. Let me handle it, he said in a family chat. I have miles. He texted me privately. Need your miles too, so we can pool. He added a little thumbs up and, trust me. I handed over my login. He sent back a thumbs up, then silence for 2 weeks. I gently asked, any updates? He sent a sneaker emoji and wrote, running point. I didn't press. I wanted to believe. Meanwhile, the ask stacked. Mom texted, can you cover the rental car? We'll Venmo when we land. Dad added, get the insurance too. I don't want to be responsible. Leo sent, we should upgrade if it's cheap. It's Mom's birthday. Cheap meant Daniel pays. I said, I can cover my portion and the deposit. I can't finance the experience. It felt brave to type that. Mom responded with a sad face. Dad called me and spoke in parables. When your grandmother was alive, she always made sure the oldest took care of things. Leo texted, it's literally not that deep. That's his favorite sentence when someone else is paying. 2 days before departure, I sent, please confirm, flight time, booking codes, who's holding the car. Leo replied, printed for you. That should have been a red flag the size of Florida. He handed me the packet the night before with a grin that meant, aren't you lucky to have me? He never said the word change. He never said the word 8 a.m. He never said, we're leaving without you. Why would they? I've been the elastic band forever. They stretch me, I snap back to shape. I'm the one who drives an hour to drop off a charger. I'm the one who borrows my own ladder to fix Dad's gutter because the handyman is too expensive. I'm the one who picks Mom's prescription because her app is confusing, then sees a Sephora bag in the passenger seat she bought that morning. Each time I decide not to say anything because, not tonight. Money got awkward in our family years ago when I worked 2 jobs to pay off a dumb credit card mistake and quietly got debt-free. I built a little emergency fund. Leo called that hoarding. Mom called me obsessed with security. Dad said, you can't take it with you. Like the goal was to die broke and happy. When I said no to a loan for Leo's business idea, drop shipping artisan sunglasses, he acted like I'd burned his childhood home. You're supposed to believe in me, he said. I said, I believe in you getting a W-2. He posted a meme about haters. So, yeah, the morning at the gate didn't happen in a vacuum. It happened after 10 years of slow leans nudging me toward an edge. It happened after I learned to translate family phrases. We're all going together means you will pay for us to go together. We're proud of you means keep providing. He's trying means make the consequences disappear. I didn't plan to do anything dramatic. The airport is not a place for drama. It's a place for lines and patience. I sat down and opened my airline app. Under trips, the flight was there, but my seat said canceled. A no-show, which was wild because I was on time for the time I was told. Under payment methods, my card was saved, my miles depleted. I clicked activity. 2 upgrades were processed at 6:13 a.m. Not for me. I clicked companion. Leo had added himself as the primary traveler for 3 legs. My name was a tag on the bill. I switched to the rental app. The reservation was in my name. Check-in at 3 p.m. Payment due at pickup. Primary driver, Leo, added by account owner. I clicked house booking. The owner had messaged me. Hi Daniel. Check-in code is released once balance is paid. See you after 4. Balance due, $2,050. The Pay Now button pulsed like a dare. I stared at the screen. I heard the gate calls for flights that weren't mine. I waited for my phone to light up with a "Where are you?" It didn't. I scrolled Instagram again like an idiot and saw Mom's caption. All together. I zoomed in. There was a sliver of Dad's grin, Leo's hand flashing a 2-finger peace sign. Mom's nails blue to match her suitcase. No space for me. My stomach did the thing where it flips and then settles into cement. A stranger sat down 2 seats away and sighed. Missed it? She asked, nodding at my empty gate. I almost told her the whole story. Instead, I said, kind of. I looked at my phone, my card, my logins, my name at the top of every bill, and finally heard the part of me that was done. Sometimes a boundary is not a speech. Sometimes it's a setting in an app with a little trash can icon next to a saved card. I went to the counter first, because I'm nice even when I'm mad. Is there any way to get to Tampa today? I asked the agent. She clicked. Everything's oversold. Tomorrow. Standby. Maybe. I thanked her. I sat back down. I opened the airline app and removed my card from profiles I didn't recognize. Family travel underscore Leo, Miller Group, 2019. Weird aliases I had said yes to because we're all using this. I changed my password, turned on two-factor, removed trusted devices. I didn't cancel their tickets. I couldn't. They were already in the air. I just took my name off the fuel line. Then I opened the rental car reservation and read the terms 3 times. Primary must be present with matching ID. Payment card must belong to primary. Authorized drivers must be present at pickup. I clicked Edit and removed Leo as authorized. It asked me to confirm. I did. I moved the pickup window to hold until 7 p.m. so I could make a choice later. I didn't cancel. Not yet. Last, the house. The owner had a free cancellation until noon box. It was 10:57. Balance due still sat there. I messaged, "Hi, small issue. Our group is not traveling together as planned. I'm not comfortable holding this booking with my card. I may cancel before the free window. Thanks." She replied in 2 minutes. Understood. Let me know by 12. No hard feelings. I put my phone face down and breathed like every therapy reel tells you to. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. My hands shook anyway. I tried Leo again. Then Mom. Then Dad. Voicemail, voicemail, voicemail. I texted the group chat. I was given the wrong time and missed the early flight. Please call me. The dots bubbled, then nothing. Silence is a language in my family. It says, you'll fix it. At 11:40, I picked up the phone and made 3 decisions. Not revenge. Just me, stopping the bleeding. The airport loudspeaker was naming strangers and final boarding. I was watching the minute hand climb toward noon with the kind of focus I usually save for server outages. I called the bank first. Hi. I need to remove an authorized user and dispute some charges. I read numbers. The rep clicked keys. 2 upgrades at 6:13 a.m.? I didn't authorize those, I said. They used my save card because it was on a family profile. He said, I can flag those as unauthorized from a linked account. Like he'd heard this exact sentence 100 times. He canceled the old card and overnight a new one. He removed Leo M as an authorized user. I felt the first clean breath I'd taken all day. Then I opened the house booking. 11:51. I wrote the owner. I need to cancel. I'm sorry for the trouble. She replied instantly. Canceled. Refund of deposit will process in 5 to 7 business days. The app showed canceled, free window. My card stopped being a bridge someone else could drive across. I stared at the screen until the fear cleared. No drama. Just a confirmed button. At 11:57, I changed the rental car pickup to cancel. The app asked, are you sure? It listed the policy twice like it wanted to shame me. I clicked yes. It gave me a confirmation number I wrote in my notebook because that's who I am. Then I deleted the rental company from my wallet because I wanted no part of it. 12 o'clock hit like a tone in my chest. I sat back and waited for my phone to explode. It didn't. It stayed quiet while I bought a black coffee and a plain bagel because choices feel loud after you make a big one. At 12:17, Mom's post popped up. We made it. All together. Again, but now with beach in the background and a caption about so blessed. I wrote in the Notes app, don't take the bait. I'm not proud that I needed a note to myself, but I did. At 1:03, Leo finally texted. Phone died. Chill. We landed. Uber is crazy. Send card details plus house code. No apology. No explanation. Just the expectation that I'd produce. I stared at chill like it was a trigger word. I typed, deleted, typed again. Then I sent. I wasn't on your flight. My card will not be used. House canceled in the free window. Figure out your own plan. It felt like throwing a bucket of ice across a room and finally hearing the hiss. 3 dots. Then, dude, are you serious? Mom is freaking. Dad says don't be petty. Just send the code. Closed, I typed. No code. He called. I let it go to voicemail. He called again. I let it ring. At 1:11, Mom texted, Daniel, this isn't funny. We're at arrivals. Where's the car? At 1:12, we can't check in. The owner says primary has to be present. What did you do? At 1:14, Dad wrote, son, don't do this to your mother. I put the phone face down and looked out at a runway where planes landed on their own timelines, indifferent to my family's drama. The loudspeaker called another final boarding. A kid cried. A man laughed into his phone. Life kept being life while my pocket burned. At 2:02, Mom posted a story, a selfie with Leo, both frowning, captioned Airport Purgatory. Leo texted me privately, "You're ruining this." I wrote back. I asked to be included. I wasn't. I asked for my card not to be used without me. It was. I canceled my obligations. That's it. He replied with a voice note I didn't listen to. Then, the voicemail came. It was Mom, 2:27 p.m., voice pitched high, wind loud behind her. "Daniel, we are standing here like idiots. The car people say they need you. The house says they need you. I posted we were all together, and people are texting me. What did you do? We're stuck in town." I held the phone away and let the audio shout into the air. When it stopped, I saved it, because I needed to remember what entitlement sounds like when it's inconvenienced. I didn't have a speech ready. I didn't want to make one. I texted in the group chat. "This isn't about revenge. This is about closure. Do not use my accounts. Do not use my name. Do not make plans that require me to rescue you." Then I turned on Do Not Disturb and walked to the parking garage. I wasn't going to Tampa anymore. I didn't know where I was going. I drove home because home is where my keys still work. At 4:40, I woke up from a couch nap to 36 missed calls and 3 new voicemails. I pressed play on the latest. It was Leo this time, whisper hooting with anger. "Bro, we're stuck in town. Mom's crying. Dad's furious. You made us look insane. What did you do?" I sat up and said out loud, to no one, "I chose myself." It sounded cheesy and true. At 5:10, the house owner messaged, "Got a call from your family. I'm sorry you're going through it. Boundaries are hard. Take care." I stared at that sentence like it was a blanket. At 6:02, Dad texted, "We will discuss this when we get back." I typed, "We will not." I didn't send it. I set my phone down and opened my laptop instead. I changed every travel password. I removed every saved card. I removed Mom and Leo as authorized users from anything with my name. I printed a list and taped it inside a kitchen cabinet. Subscriptions I pay for, me only. It felt petty and sane. At 7:20, I ordered a pizza and ate it on a plate because I deserved better than a box. At 8:05, I opened a new bank account named Emergency. At 9 o'clock, I texted Leo one more line. "Stop contacting me today." He answered with 9 gray bubbles that I didn't read. Do Not Disturb did its job. For the first time since I got the itinerary, I breathed without feeling like I was stealing oxygen. They landed somewhere near water and found a motel with a broken ice machine. I know because Mom posted a photo of a sunset with the caption, "Not what we planned." There were 8 sad faces in the comments and one aunt who wrote, "Daniel will make it right." I blocked the aunt for 30 days and felt like a rebel. The next morning at 8:07 a.m., Dad called. I let it go. He left a message about the family reputation. At 8:16, Mom texted, "We paid for breakfast without you." At 8:30, Leo sent a spreadsheet screenshot with new costs circled in red and a note. "You owe us half." I laughed out loud, alone in my kitchen, and then I stopped laughing because it wasn't funny. It was familiar. I wrote one text I could live with. "I will not pay for plans made without me, nor for charges on accounts I do not control. Stop asking." I sent it to the group chat so no one could play telephone. Then I took a shower, made oatmeal, and went to work like a boring person with boundaries. At lunch, I talked to HR about removing my family from any emergency contact fields where they didn't need to be. "Long story," I said. The HR woman nodded like she hears long stories every day. "You're allowed to update your forms," she said. I listed my friend Maya as first call. It felt undramatic and huge. Maya met me after work with coffee. She knows my family the way people know sitcom families, by tropes and quotes. "What's the headline?" she asked. "They left me at the airport with a fake itinerary," I said. "Then they wanted the car and house on my card. I canceled." "About time," she said. "How's your nervous system?" "Shaky," I admitted. We walked. I told her about the voicemails and the spreadsheet. She said, "You can mute your mother." I told her that felt illegal. She said, "It's not." She showed me how to mute a conversation on my phone. I did it with my thumb and felt like I'd deleted a song I hated from a playlist I didn't make. That night, I slept. I woke once at 2:11 a.m. out of habit and checked my phone. 12 messages collected silently behind the mute. I didn't open them. I put the phone face down and slept again. The next morning, the sun did its stupid cheerful thing, and I made eggs. I canceled the family phone plan by week's end. I split off my number, sent them the poured-out info with precise steps. "You have 10 days," I wrote. After that, the plan closes. Mom sent a voice note about cruelty. I replied in text because it's harder to twist. "This is not punishment. It's clarity about what I pay for." Leo showed up at my place once, 2 days after they got back. He didn't knock, just pounded until my opposite side neighbor opened her door and glared. I cracked mine with the chain on. He pressed his forehead to the gap like he was auditioning for a role called Desperate Brother. You're obsessed with money, he said. It's gross. I'm attached to my money, I said. Because it's mine. You left us, he said, eyes bright with an old script. You left me, I said. At the airport. We told you. You gave me a different flight, I said. You used my miles at 6:13 a.m. and changed the reservation. You posted all together without me. He rolled his eyes. That was Mom. You were in the photo, I said. He pushed once against the door like he could move it with his shoulders. Just pay your half of the motel, he said. No, I said. And stop showing up here. He leaned back and laughed. No humor, just noise. You'll regret this, he said. Maybe, I said. But I'll regret paying for people who lie to me more. He stared one beat too long. You're not fun, he said, like that was a verdict. I know, I said and closed the door. My hands shook after. I set a timer and let them shake for 60 seconds. Then I made tea. The next Sunday, Mom hosted dinner. I didn't go. She sent a photo of a chair. We saved your seat. I didn't reply. On Monday, she sent, family meeting Wednesday. I wrote back. I won't attend. Put questions in writing. Wednesday came with 6 paragraphs from Dad about duty and 1 from Mom about my coldness. I responded with 2 lines. I will not discuss finances on the phone or in person. If you use my name or card without permission again, I will involve the bank and, if needed, the police. Maya called it my adulting EULA. She made me laugh for the first time since the gate. We went to a cheap movie. I ate popcorn like I'd earned it. I had. I also did small, dull things that add up. I set up a new password manager. I listed every recurring charge and asked myself if it served me. I canceled 3 streaming services I was told were for when you visit. I made an appointment with a therapist and showed up on time. She asked, "What does your body do when your mother texts?" I said, "My jaw locks." We practiced unclenching. It sounds ridiculous. It worked. A week after they got back, Mom posted a photo of the beach house she couldn't wait to visit next time. The caption was a soft threat to the future. I didn't comment. Leo posted a meme about fake friends. I didn't correct him. Dad posted nothing. He called late one night and left a message that started with a sigh and ended with, "We should never air this publicly." I wanted to scream, "You did that." I didn't. I put the dishes away, which is my favorite form of anger management. The quiet grew around me like a room that finally fits your furniture. Not empty, just mine. People texted me who weren't related to me. A friend asked if I wanted to split a weekend trip in June. I said, "I'll book my half. We'll keep receipts separate." She said, "Obviously." And I realized that outside my family, boundaries are normal. 2 weeks out, Mom tried a new tactic. "I miss you," she wrote. "Come over and let's reset." I typed a reply that said too much and deleted it. I sent, "I'll come by when we can agree on one rule. No money talk and no requests." She sent a thumbs up and a heart, which is Mom for, "I'll pretend to agree until we sit down." I didn't go. I kept the voicemail. The screaming one. I don't play it. I don't need to. I remember the words. "We're stuck in town. What did you do?" The answer is boring and true. I stopped paying for other people's lies. I stopped being the invisible credit line.